Hi, my name's Oscar, and today I'm gonna tell you about my favorite anime, one of my favorite animes, called Attack on Titan, or AOT for short. Um, it's very complicated story. There's a lot of background lore and stuff, but if you actually take the time to watch the anime, all of that gets explained later in the series. So yeah. I'm sorry for my annoying voice when I speak English. It sounds really annoying. So yeah, basically, this story is about uh uh 100 years ago. Not from our timeline. Basically, their timeline is somewhere between the Middle Ages and the 1800s. So like the Renaissance, basically. So yeah, uh, from their time perspective, 100 years prior to this part of the story, uh, the Titans appeared. They call them Titans. They're basically these big giants who don't wear clothes. That sounds a bit messed up. They don't have genitals. They don't have private parts. Don't worry. Uh, basically, they appeared and were they trump the average human strength by like 100 maybe. Um, so basically, they were giant killing machines, and it showed. They nearly wiped out the entirety of the human race in one day, basically. And so the survivors of these giant titan attacks. Sorry, yeah, the survivors, the humans, the last few that remained, uh, uh, raised Wall Maria, Wall Cena, and Wall Rose. Sorry, Wall Maria on the outside, Wall Rose inside that, and Wall Cena inside that. I'm pretty sure. I don't really remember Cena or Rose is in the middle. Doesn't really matter. Basically, they raised three giant walls to keep out the Titans from where the human race were. And basically, these walls, uh, the Titans couldn't break the walls, uh, and they hadn't uh, broken any holes in the walls uh, till this uh, this start of this sorry of the anime, basically the start of the timeline we're currently in, the Renaissance, where most of the anime takes place, basically. So one day, I think it was like 850 or 845 or something, uh, year 845, I think they call it. I don't know, something like that. A giant titan appeared, unlike any other titan the humans had ever seen. They called it the Colossal Titan. Normal titans were normally from 3 meters tall to 17 meters tall, but this titan was bigger than any they'd ever seen. It was, I think, it was 50 or 60 meters tall. Giant titan. So it stood like 10 meters over the wall. It could look down on the people down below, and it kicked in the gate that you know held the wall shut or whatever. Basically, it kicked the gate in, and and then it just magically disappeared. The Titan disappeared, and normal Titans started flowing in from the hole in the wall. Um, So yeah, basically this is the outer wall, right? And this is there's like outskirts from the wall, small like this shape. So basically, the wall goes like this in a giant circle around two other walls, and then out from this wall there's like small outskirts like this, and they're basically so that titans are like more attracted to that part of the wall. So it's basically like a weak spot, but it's kind of smart, some would say. But basically, the colossal titan breaks through one of these things. So the titan starts flooding in from here. There's still the wall over here where there's a gate right here, from the outer wall, and then there's the two inner walls. Um, and basically, a lot of the people in here die. They get eaten and smushed and all that stuff, because the titans eat humans. And the kind of creepy thing about titans, they don't just eat. They don't eat to get nutrients and to survive. They eat, and they eat only humans. They only eat humans. They don't eat to survive. They eat for fun. Bit like humans actually, but like a bit more sinister, you know. They eat humans. It's basically like we, the human race, are cattle inside this big fence, and they just broke into the fence, and they're the humans. Basically, so the titans have broken into the outskirt on the outer wall, one of the outskirts, and they start flowing in. They get to this part. People are getting evacuated, constantly, you know. Uh, and basically then there's another titan, unlike any other titan, appears, the armored titan. Basically, this titan has the ability of having armor, not like metal armor or anything, organic armor on the skin, and that basically grants it the power to break through weak spots in the wall. And one of the weak spots in the wall is the gate. So it breaks through the gate of this outskirt. So now the titans have broken into the outer wall. And yeah, so everybody gets evacuated from this is Wall Maria. Everybody gets evacuated into Cine or Rose. I'm not really sure. Yeah, so the people in Attack on Titan just lost Wall Maria. And that's basically like the introduction to the entire Attack on Titan universe. Basically, our main character, called Eren, was a citizen of the outskirt of the outer wall, Wall Maria. And, yeah, basically, that outskirt is, I think it's called, what's it called? It's called Trost, or, yeah, I think it's called Trost. So basically, yeah, they break into the outskirt of the wall, and basically the his mom, their house is in the direction of the Titans where they're flooding in. So he runs uh for his house, you know. In the direction of his house, and he gets to his house, but his mom, his dad works in the inner walls, so he's not here. But his mom has been hit by the top of the roof of their house, so she's laying there with all this pressure on her. She can't move, and her legs have been crushed. And there's a Titan on its way, walking really slowly towards them. And Eren, our main character, and his stepsister or something sister. She's not she's not his real sister. They adopted her basically, but um, Eren and Mikasa, she's called Mikasa, tried to lift the top of this roof, but they can't. They're small kids. They're only like 8 or something. I don't know. And they don't succeed. They can't lift it because they're weak babies basically. So yeah, and then there's a soldier. Of course. There's soldiers in Attack on Titan. Uh, uh, a soldier from the garrison called Hannes, who comes running for them, and he's like, "Oh, thank God I found you guys. We have to evacuate and stuff, you know." And the mom is like, "Leave me. Take the kids. Save them. Take them to the inner walls." And basically, he's like, that's not the only option here. I could kill this Titan and get all of you saved." And so basically, he goes up to the Titan and he's like, "There's this thing in Attack on Titan. It's called ODM gear. It's basically grappling hooks on the sides right here. You put them on, and there's like grappling hooks. So they shoot out these wires, metal wires, and there's some gas in a gas tank behind you that shoots you up towards the point of the that the wires hit. You know, grappling wires basically, and then you control them with some things, some triggers on these swords, specifically made for killing titans. So basically, they you shoot grappling hooks at a high point at like, you know, somewhere on the side of the titan or on the titan, and you shoot up with your gas and you attack the nape of its neck. Titans have to get cut right here at the nape of the neck. 1 meter across. No wait, 1 meter in length, 10 centimeters across. I think it's something like that, and then they die. They won't die if you just do something like this with your sword. Even if you decapitate their head, doesn't work. You have to destroy the nape of the neck, and they die. So basically, I'm rambling on about this. I love this anime. So yeah, Hannes goes up to the Titan, and he looks up, and he just boom, gets PTSD or something. Basically, he can't. He's too scared. So he's just like, nope, and he runs back, gets the children, and runs to the wall and evacuates. And the mother gets eaten right in front of the of Eren. So that's kind of dark. But then we cut to like a lot later, you know. Eren has Eren and Mikasa and his friend Armin, who also was there the day of the Titan attack. They've all joined the Cadet Corps. That's basically the place you have to go to become a soldier in this universe. Yeah, because they wanna get their revenge basically on these Titans. He swore to kill every last one of the Titans with his bare hands if he had to. Yeah, so yeah, they become a part of the Cadet Corps, and they what's it called? It's called English words. Sometimes you forget them. They. Oh yeah, they succeed in becoming soldiers. They pass the test, and they get their uniforms, and yeah, they're the top of their class. They're the best ones, by far. Mikasa, Armin, uh, Eren, a girl named Annie, a guy named Reiner, a guy named Berthold, a girl named Sasha. Uh, a guy named Sean. There's one more guy. What's his name? I don't remember. I'm sorry. I had to remember all the other names, but yeah, basically they pass the test and they become soldiers, and there's a new mission to reclaim Trost and Wall Maria, and basically they go on this mission, uh, and all of a sudden, the Titans appear again at the at Wall Rose or Wall Cena. I'm not really sure. I think it's Wall Rose. So the second wall, and the Titan, the colossal Titan, appear again. The giant one, and it kicks in uh the gate into the second wall, and the Titans start flooding in again. So basically, yeah, again, the colossal Titan disappears, and and the guys start fighting. The soldiers start fighting the Titans. Basically, they get back to their headquarters, and they get put in this mission. Basically, they're supposed to go and kill all the Titans and close the hole or whatever. And yeah, it basically this is the start of the mission. There's a guy who's like, oh yeah, I think I'm gonna get the most kills, and he shoots his grappling hook, and he grapples away and stuff, and then this Titan just jumps out of the air and just eats him alive. And the other guys are like, what the actual heck? And Eren rages. Basically, he doesn't rage quit. He just rages, and he grapples after that Titan. He won't let it won't let it go without killing it. So yeah, he tries to catch the Titan or kill the Titan, but then he's like with his grappling hooks, and he like flies through the air and stuff. And then there's this Titan who jumps up from the ground like and eats his leg. And yeah, he falls down onto a roof of one of the houses inside the wall. And he lands on the roof, and his friends are like, "Oh no, Eren!" And some of the guys like shoot their grappling hooks out, and one of them gets just snatched out of the sky, eaten by a Titan. Another one shoots her wire, and there's a Titan who just grabs onto the wire and yanks her down to the ground and eats her and stuff. Luckily for the main characters, Mikasa is not here. She's on a different mission, and Armin is a part of this mission, but he doesn't get eaten right away. So basically, there's this. So Eren, he's not dead. He's just lying there on the roof with one of his legs bitten off, And Armin is just traumatized, and he's sitting on the roof, looking at all his comrades getting eaten. And there's this giant Titan who comes up to him, and snatches him like this, and goes like this. And Armin just doesn't really react. He's just so traumatized. So drops him into the mouth, and he's like, "Oh shit!" Rah! And tries not to get eaten. And luckily for him, Eren is not dead, and Eren is like, "Oh shit, not Armin!" And he just jumps out of the Titan, throws Armin out of the mouth of the Titan, and Eren is like, "Argh!" Holds up the jaws of the Titan, and he's like, "Yeah!" And the Titan eats him, and his arm gets chopped off. So yeah, he has one arm, one leg left. He's in the stomach of a Titan, and he's like, "Oh no, oh fuck, I'm gonna die. Oh hell no!" And Mikasa and Armin. Mikasa finds Armin. They go back to like a small camp inside this, on top of the roof of one of the buildings inside this wall, inside the wall, you know. And the guy named Sean is like, "I knew he was a psychopath, Eren, that idiot." And there's like only like 20 soldiers left, and they're all cadets, just graduated, you know, the cadet corps. They're extremely new soldiers. They haven't even decided if they want to be garrison units, military police, or scouts yet. So, like, yeah, they're basically very young. So the guys, the soldiers, they're like, we gotta take back the base. There's like this soldier base in Wall Rose, I think it's called, yeah. And the Titans are like on top of this or trying to break into the base, basically. And Mikasa's like, if you guys don't want to join me in this suicide mission to take back that base, I'm gonna do it on my own, and I'm gonna succeed. Because she's very frightening when she gets angry. So basically, they while being led by Mikasa, of course, being one of the best soldiers, one of the best guys at the ODM gear, 3D maneuver gear, and just in general, a very good soldier. They, you know, go out. They storm the sorry, they storm the base, and basically Mikasa gas doesn't. There's no more gas in Mikasa's ODM gear, so she falls down. But the other guys, they keep going, of course. But she falls down, and she's on the ground, and she's like, "Oh, my head." Oof. And she looks around, and there's like this Titan. One of her blades have they're broken. They're this short. By now, you know, because they're broken. So she sees this Titan. Sorry, she sees this Titan, just walking like this, at her, and she's like, I'll do whatever it takes, and she's like, and tries to kill it. But then behind her, there's another Titan, but this Titan is different. It attacks the other Titan. It's like, hits the Titan directly in the face, right, and starts stomping at its neck, you know, the nape of its neck, trying to kill it. And Mikasa's like, this Titan is killing the other Titan. It's like nothing we've ever seen before. The Titan's got medium long hair, brown hair, and green eyes, just like Eren. What a coincidence. Yeah. So the Titan kills the other Titan, and Mikasa's like, "Oh, holy shit!" Armin jumps down to the ground after the Titan has run away. Armin jumps down on the ground, and he refills Mikas's gas tanks on her ODM gear, and they leave. They go to the base to try and recapture it. And yeah, so they get inside the base, and they notice that there's like a lot of titans. There's a lot of titans at the lower levels of the base, and on the top levels there's no titans. That's where they are. But there's titans from the outside trying to get in, sticking their arms into the windows and stuff, trying to snatch people and stuff. And there's these two titans just standing there looking at them. And then Sean, the guy who called Eren a suicidal maniac, or yeah, a freak or whatever. He sees like there's this fist in the side of the face of one of those titans, and it just wrecks the faces of those titans, and he sees the titan that helped Mikasa before. And yeah, it starts just demolishing the other titans, the outside titans. And the soldiers who are inside on the top level of the building are like, oh, okay, he's taking care of the titans outside. We'll take care of the titans downstairs. And so they make this extremely genius, I guess, plan where they'll go down. There's this system, elevator kind of system, but it's like with the rope and stuff, a bit like a window washer or whatever, which goes down, and basically their goal is to go down with rifles. Rifles don't really do anything against titans, because you have to destroy the nape of the neck, and rifles can't just do that. Try and headshot them, nothing. If you try and hit them in the heart, nothing. Basically, they take rifles, go down the elevator, and they're like, they stand like there's this shaped elevator, square elevator. It doesn't have walls. It's just like with railing on the elevator, and they go down it. There's like on all sides, all the soldiers stand with their rifles pointed outwards at the titans on the lower levels. The titans are in like near darkness, so they are not very active. So basically, their plan is that they will go down, shoot the titans in the eyes when they get close enough, and the other soldiers will come from the back and destroy the nape of the necks of the titans they just blinded. And that's what they do. They go down, they wait till the titans are like 10 centimeters from their rifles, and they just shoot their eyes out. So it's like and the guys come from the back, destroy the nape of the titans' necks, and yeah, they go up to the upper levels when they've refilled their gas and restocked on their blades and all that stuff. They go up to the upper levels, look down at the titans, and they're starting to eat the titan who tried to fight back against the other titans. And basically, Mikasa's like, nope, and kills the titans eating the titan. Weird enough. And out from the back of the nape of the neck from the titan who helped them appears a human. It's Eren.